Welcome back to Wasenshido Dojo. We are day 8 of 30 days martial arts for beginners. And today we're going to be doing wrist grabs, and so a little bit of self-defense stuff going on. There we go. Boom. Do not hit the camera. I repeat. Whoops. All right, let's start with our warm-ups with our wrists, and we're just gonna shake the wrists out. Nice deep breath in the nose, out. And wrist circles. Switch directions. I'm not gonna spend too much time doing this because, again, we're just doing basic stuff today. You know, get a nice little, feel a little bit of muscle burn in there. Open and close the hands. Fingers. Ooh, I don't do that often. It's a little bit of a burn. It's nice. Take the back of the hand, place the thumb on the center of the back of the hand, grab the meaty part of the thumb, and just a nice slow turn of the wrist as you're pushing slightly on the top. Okay, and then do one of these. And I said get into a nice little stance and just do some movement. And as you're lightly bending the wrist and turning the wrist, just working out those joints, working out the muscles, the tendons, and the joints in there. And go ahead and put the hand on the top of the hand and press down. And let's go reverse the circle. It's kind of like nice and loose, and as you pull it back, I kind of push down a little bit. Again, be careful if this is your first time doing this, or you haven't done it in a while. And now pressing down again with your hand and just turning. So I'm pressing down on the wrist and I'm doing kind of pulling back on the thumb a little bit, just like how we first started, and just swiveling the body left and right. And as I turn, I'm kind of pressing into the hand. Nice deep breath. In and out the nose. Okay. Not too deep. We're not doing yoga right now. We don't want to calm down too much, but it's important just to take some nice deep breath, get the lungs filled with air. Okay, other side. Grab the back. You put the thumb on the back of the hand, grab the wrist, reach around grab the meaty part of the thumb, and actually forward. All right, you should feel no pain at all. If it's slightly uncomfortable, that might be okay. But again, just, relax. Don't do anything too crazy with the wrist. And turn the hand and pulling it back, reversing the circle. As we come down close to my body, I press in my hand a little bit. Here it's just normal and relaxed, and I kind of pressing it down as I come back. All right, and then kind of just grabbing the whole hand and the thumb and just swiveling. And as I turn into my body, like right here, I'm kind of pressing down on my wrist. All right, and let's place the fingers and pressing out, stretching the hands, fingers, wrists on the forearms. Also, come down to the floor, and we're gonna just do a real quick, put your hands forward actually. So you're on all fours here. And we're just gonna do a nice little forward and back very slowly, and maybe a little bit of a circle. And switch directions just a few times. We've done enough. And you can go to the side and just slightly swaying left and right. And then if you're if you've done this a lot and you want a little extra stretch, one hand at a time, unless you're really used to doing this. So this is advanced, so don't try this one unless you've done this a lot. Nice. And you can switch it and just do one hand at a time. Again, unless you're advanced, you've done this a lot, you can do both hands at the same time. Otherwise, just one hand one hand at a time, and just the top of the hand. And as you press in, turn the elbow just like this, and straighten the elbow, straighten the arm. Get a little extra, and then you can lean back just a little bit if you want a little extra stretch. It's going to stretch this the forearm muscle, which the radial nerve runs through here. Okay, down to the thumb and the forefingers, the index and middle fingers. So the nerve that runs through there, that helps with tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, stuff like that. Well, golfer's elbow's down here, tennis elbow is up here, and now to the outside. Anyways, and now we'll go to the next. We'll go to our partner drills. So my wife will come in, and we'll do some techniques with wrists and wrist grabs. So again, real basic, nothing too crazy or advanced, just basic movements with the wrist. Also, so here's the kind of philosophy behind the wrist. Yes, someone may grab your wrist exactly like you're practicing, like you got to do the wrist thing, and somebody may do that. Somebody may grab you by the elbow. Somebody may grab you underneath the arm, and someone may grab you another way. This is practice to help you learn how to move your body, it's Taijutsu. It's learning how to move your body and get out of a grab. What to do when someone grabs you. What's your mindset? Because if you're focusing everything here and not, which I'll demonstrate, someone grabs you on your wrist, you have a whole hand here. Usually their attention is on their hand and on where they want to take you, or where they want to, usually they grab you and they want to come with me. So their attention is on their hand and come with me. So you got one extra arm here. If they grab you and you get pulled, go to the eyes and go to the face and go to the nose. If they're facing you and they grab you, you can pop somebody right in the nose. Okay? If they've grabbed me on my wrist here and they pull you, well, sometimes you can just step into it because they're just pulling you with that momentum. So you can get pulled in, come into the face, or elbow, or groin. Okay? Okay. Boom. Groin. Let's say you break free. Groin, elbow right into the nose, with a hammer fist, and break the nose here or break the nose here, and then claw the eyes, and then knee, and then grab the groin, and then grab their fingers, break them. The wrist is just the beginning, and it can explode into all these different things. It can go into different techniques. It could go into, or it could be as simple as you do the escape wrist technique, and you step back into a stance, and they're like, "Whoa, I don't have anything to do with you," and then they take off. It could be as simple as that, because they know that perpetrators and assaulters and criminals and those kinds of things. The psychoanalysis and the mindset behind most of them, generally speaking, majority of them, is they want victims. They want people that are a victim or act like a victim, are not very strong, or don't have this kind of self-defense techniques. They don't have a strong mindset. They want a weak person. They want a weak victim person. So mindset and the physical ability is kind of, it's a stepping stone. It's a ladder effect. So you start practicing self-defense and your confidence goes up and you feel less of a victim and you walk more confidently. Then you practice and you have more skill. And then you start feeling less and less like a victim or a weaker person. If you want to just talk about strength, or maybe you're a smaller person and the average man is quite bigger than you, then you're going to keep building up that confidence, because with some technique and strength building and confidence in your mind and walking differently, these are all extremely good techniques, and that's a huge ability to have when you're walking around, and as far as your self-defense goes. So if you just keep practicing and practicing, your skill's going to go up, your strength is going to go up, your speed is going to go up, your confidence is going to go up, your posture is going to be better, your attitude is going to be better, and criminals don't want that. They don't want anything to do with that. The majority of the time. So they've had interviews done. They've interviewed perpetrators and criminals and rapists and all kinds of stuff. They've interviewed them in jail while they're incarcerated, and they've all said they've watched video footage. They've talked to the people that are interviewing them, and they've looked at footage, and they're like, I would attack her. I would attack her. And every single one of them would just be like, and they would tell you, she looks like a victim. She looks weak. She's mentally weak. She's walking like this with her head down. She's looking at her phone. Whatever it is, all these different characteristics and traits, and they were just like, they picked them out. So this isn't a self-defense course, but this is definitely a self-defense type video. So without further ado, let's go into some techniques. All right, so now for the wrist techniques. So let's just get started. So the simplest thing, just grabbing straight across like this. So two things. You can go like this outside, and you can go like this inside. You can do both. You got to practice all of them. So if I go outside, and then I can grab the hand and do a wrist technique there, where I can do uragyaku. And then same thing, coming to the inside, I can still take it and go to omotegyaku, an outside reversal. So same thing, other side. She grabs this, I go to the outside. I put my hand on the back of my thumb on the back of her hand here, and bring the other hand thumb to thumb, and then I can go into the wrist technique there. Sorry. And then inside, same thing, go up underneath. And again, this gate with the fingers and the thumb, so that's where you want to break free. So if you want to come in, you're going to break free this way, and then have the hand there for other techniques. So if we go, grab me like this. Now this is a little bit of the Taijutsu I was talking about earlier. So if I just step back and pull palm up and pull back, that's where you want to just do it slowly at first, and then you do the palm up and then the step, and then pull the hand back to the shoulder and bring it in just like this. And then you put it all together. Again, this is really basic stuff, but just you want to be able to go through it over and over. She's grabbing really tight, and it's just, she's got a pretty big gait here because my wrists are fat head wrists, and then just coming back, palm to the shoulder, and then you move your whole body. So you want to use your whole body with it. So again, other side, palm up, and then step back with that same side foot, and then here. Now it seems like I'm like out here a little bit, which is just because I'm breaking it down. But if I'm all doing it all at once, let's say, again, you have a hand here, palm to the face, and then as I'm stepping back, I'm bringing my hand palm up and then turning. Okay, so we did one hand, we did outside, inside, and now at an angle across. So if she grabs across at an angle. It's the same thing. So let's say if I go out, again, she's got the whole vulnerable side here. You can go to the knees, you go to the head, and then you grab the back of the hand, and then you go for a wrist technique here. And same thing. So I went to my outside, now I go to my inside, and I grab the wrist, and then I can get my hands on the hand here. So, and then you can go into a urigyaku here. Then you can go into, again, kicks, elbows, punches, all kinds of. You can go to the back of the elbow here for an arm bar here, and then throw them this way. And across, same thing this side, across. So again, practice going one way here, and then go to the elbow. Practice going the other way for a motegyaku. Face, wrists, hands, you got all the ribs here, okay? All of them. No, you got half of them on the side here. Half the ribs. Half the ribs. So, last two techniques with both hands. Okay, there's many different techniques, but going to the outside and down. Same thing again, outside, up, and then I like to step back with it. You don't have to, depends on what the situation is. And now we went to the outside, now we come up on the inside, palms up, and you could step in and go towards them. If you're usually, never really happened in real life before to me, but if their elbows are not locked, which usually if someone's gonna grab you, they're not gonna like lock their own elbows, I don't think. So grab. So, and then you can kind of come in and they're just gonna collapse onto themselves, and you can go into a choke, you can go into strikes. So again, same thing, coming palms up, and then as I come in, you can come to the face and do face strikes, go to the face and do, or chokes, or just come in and push away and evasion. So again, same thing, outside and down, maybe step back, or you can grab the person and pull them off, and then you got strikes and knees and all kinds of stuff. Or palm up to the inside, stepping in and coming to the face, go for a choke, go for a push, grab, go to a knee, self-defense stuff, techniques, face, break the nose. So there's more wrist techniques than that, but that's just the basic stuff to go work on. So thanks for checking in today, and train hard. See you guys next time.